I'm going to take the background music on the computer way down. It's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to say, good morning, Infinity. Good morning. I am here at home, y'all, at the Infinity Fellowship. Oh, my goodness. What a time it is to be at home. What a time it is to be a part of a Sunday service that is going to be unique. You will hear my tech crew at home. You'll hear my voice in this iteration in the white headphones because I should be coming out of the computer. So we're going to be going back and forth, and I'll be coaching a little bit along the way. But first and foremost, I want to say welcome to Infinity Fellowship. My name is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, and I am so grateful that you tuned in to join us today. I am finishing up the start of a cup of coffee. Listen, in Nashville, Tennessee, there is ice, there is snow, there is freezing rain. Some of you are watching today on your phones and your tablet devices, and you are somewhere in this storm that has overtaken much of the continental United States. I'm just grateful that you decided to spend a little time with us today on the fourth Sunday of the month. This is Yoga Sunday. This is when we put movement to the spiritual practice, because guess what? Movement is a spiritual practice within itself. So today's Yoga Sunday won't be a super long service, but it will be a powerful service because this is what we do. So I'm sending a shout out to everyone who is watching us now, who is using this opportunity to warm their bodies. We've gotten some reports of power outages in the city. I will give you this ahead of time. The window is right there. We've had several branches drop and hit the roof and the yard here. Uh, Thankfully and prayerfully, there's been no major damage. So we are speaking that that continues. But just in case you hear a crack or a boom, you get to decide whether it's Rev's knees or a tree branch outside. I'll let you judge that. But we are here one way or another. So here's what I want you to do if you're watching Yoga Sunday today. I want you to say hello in the chat. We have, again, a new way of doing Yoga Sunday. Thanks to technology, we are on phones and tablets today, but we get to see you and we get to hear you and we get to know that you're here with us. So we're going to invite you to hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Facebook, give us some hearts. Also, tag somebody you know. There's nothing better to do if you're snowed in or even if you're not. If you're some of our friends in sunny California or somewhere around the world, just to know that when you join your body together and your spirit and your mind together with those of us who are here at home in Nashville, Tennessee, all of us are generating the energy and heat that will keep us sustained. So I'm sending a special pre-shout out to a bunch of faces that you'll see on screen that are joining us to practice with us from around the country so that nobody ever has to feel like they're alone. Grab your mat, roll it out, clear a space on the floor. We're in a little bitty space here, but it's a big space of love. And we'll get ready for Yoga Sunday. I'll see you on the back end side. Enjoy a few announcement slides, and then we'll get started with today's Sunday service. Rev Jeff, love you guys. Glad you joined us today. space today. We want to welcome you into the core of consciousness and the apex of authenticity. I want to thank you for this opportunity. I think we just got to plug in the earphones and I think we'll be all right. Are they plugged in? Okay. Well, we having some technical energy that is here that is good. Move it to the headphone output and see if that works. I think we got it. Yeah, echo is gone, I think. Should be. Nice. Y'all, we are here at home. This is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff. We're here to open the way for spirit. We're here to open the way to divine source. And I want to invite you in this moment to open sacred service with me by focusing on the God of your acceptance and understanding. This is a day when a number of people around the world on Sunday gather to celebrate, to worship, to come together around, to focus their energy. And at Infinity Fellowship, it is no different. The difference is we are a place for people of all paths and all directions to come together in goodness, to come together in love, and to certainly come together in community. If you're new here, I'm so looking forward to welcoming you in just a few minutes. Today's Yoga Sunday is about movement and meditation married together. So that means that we won't do an extensive meditation to open service, but what we will do is invite you just briefly to take a good, deep, big old belly breath. Ready? Inhale, span that core. Exhale, let it all go. Good. Inhale and exhale. We're going to be breathing like this all through service, okay? So we're going to do that again. Inhale and exhale. Now we want you to continue to breathe like this. I invite you to close your eyes so that you can focus on the energy in your body. Inhaling and exhaling, taking those good deep belly breaths. As we align ourselves, as we prepare ourselves for today's service, we recognize that this service is not just to honor the body, but to honor our connection to divine source. In that vein, in that regard, I invite all eyes to be closed if they're not closed already, all heads to bow, and all hearts to open as we tune our energy into the God of your acceptance and understanding. Does that energy have a name? Does it have a cultural designation? Does it have a country of origin? Does it have a specific or non-specific religious path or denomination? Whatever it is deeply and intensely personal for you. And so it is recognized and embraced in this place we call infinity. Breathing in and breathing out, feeling the light of God inside each and every one of us. Divine Source, I give thanks in this moment today. I speak in gratitude for those who have tuned in from wherever they may be coming from, for those who have electrical power on in their house, for those whose power is out and they are watching us on phones and tablets, to those whose homes are heated, to those who are finding new and creative ways to keep their bodies warm during the storm, to those who are in places where there is abundance. There is warmth for the people who need to be warm. There is air conditioned for those who need to be air conditioned. All of us are coming together in this moment right now. And we come to this moment in gratitude. So I want to say thank you for the advent of a technological age that not only keeps us from being distracted, but keeps us focused through the community that we have formed in this moment. We're grateful that we are able to, through circumstances that may be difficult externally, still connect with one another in community. Thank you for this 2026 final week in the first month in the year of momentum at Infinity Fellowship. Thank you for the power to look at circumstances and say, get ready, because here I come. We thank you for the presence of those around the world who decided to invest a little time in strengthening their body and their spirits right now. And as we are gathered as a body, as we are on one accord in this moment, we acknowledge that there may be storms raging around the world. There may be storms raging in our community. That there may be storms raging right now in our personal lives. The winter storms that may be causing some power outages, the political storms that are happening right now that are simply moving us to the brink of massive change for the good. In this understanding and in this acknowledgement, we proclaim that these storms do not conquer us, they simply make us stronger. We proclaim that those who are in need of comfort will feel it today, that something may be said or shared in today's service, that something may be moved in and moved with and moved through in this physical body, in this earth suit, that reminds us that we can be stronger, that we can be wiser, that we can be better, that we are all of these in the present right now moment. And as we stand in this cosmic portal of connectivity, Mother God, Father God, we send energy to the family of Brother Alex Pretty in Minnesota right now, heartened by the love that is pouring in from around the world in support of justice over tyranny right now. That his transition to the ancestral realm on yesterday is not something that will be done in vain, but will fuel a movement for change toward love. I speak personally that the houses of spiritual practice and the houses of faith, that they're covered anew today for their Sunday services and the services they provide for those who gather with them during the week to learn how to live a better and productive life, that it is all covered in this word today, that their broadcast streams will be live and strong, that the people that they serve will be uplifted, and that they will find the places to renew themselves so that they can continue to pour out, regardless of their religion, denomination, or ordination. All of us are moving toward the good. We proclaim that families are sheltered and safe right now, that homes and hearts are open as needed to provide comfort for those who are in need. So we proclaim this good today as we keep our bodies safe and strong on this Yoga Sunday. We speak these things and others that cannot be put into words in confidence, in power, and in proclamation. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. It is done, and so it is. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let us prepare our hearts and minds for the pouring of libations. Ashe. Joined us as we began the final part of the ritual, pouring libations. Pouring of libations simply means that we are pouring out water to those who have transitioned into the space of life after life. It is a beautiful space to exist in, although it does cause sorrow for those who are left behind. Patrice Maladoma Somé, one of the great spiritual teachers, teaches us that the spirits of those who have transitioned from life into life after life are carried into heaven, riding on the tears of those who they leave behind. So when we experience loss, what we perceive to be loss, we simply acknowledge in these moments that energy is never created or destroyed. It only changes form. And when we pour with the water that represents the living, we pour it into the earth that represents what happens to these earth suits when we no longer can live in them. Our spirits are too old, too big, too bold. We are acknowledging that life is connected, like the infinity symbol, like the fellowship of community that many of us get to experience in the world. And so this ancient ritual prepares us to open the way for spirit. And we open it boldly, proudly today, and also with divine humility. We say the Yoruba word ashe, which is a proclamation of divine power. It is a proclamation of, and so it is. And it is a word that means the divine essence, that divine essence that exists with us here on this plane and the plane that we will eventually return to. Notice that I didn't say go to. You see, we just go back home because, as the ancient teachings teach us, heaven is home. Earth is simply the marketplace. So we pour today for those who have returned to the marketplace. And we say together, cool water, freshen our spirits. Ashe. Freshen this place and consecrate it for spiritual work. Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, in all creation. Ashe. Grant to us peace and prosperity. Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors, all together around the world, known and unknown. Ashe. In this moment, we pour to the cardinal directions, to the energy of the north, which reminds us on this yoga mat to be a yes. You showed up today. Be a yes spirit when you enter the room. Ashe. To the energy of the east and the rising sun, even though that ice is outside, that snow is outside, one thing I know for sure, that sun got up this morning. And so did you, and so did I. So that means we got another chance to start the day anew. So let's make it good. How about that? Ashe. To the energy of the South and understanding that we are grounded in who we are and whose we are. And both of those positions are positions of love. Ashe. To the energy of the West, knowing that as the sun goes down, the moon and stars provide us light, even in your darkest moments. Right now, this afternoon, tomorrow, dark moments will come. But I speak, and we speak collectively, that even in your darkest moments, from places expected and unexpected, may you receive light to guide your path. Ashe. From those four cardinal directions, the indigenous tradition teaches us for the ground below, that also gives us the grounding and the understanding that when we put our roots down deep, we are swayed, but it is always better to bend than it is to break. Ashe. To the sky above, the open place of possibility, where our dreams are activated, when we activate our default mode network by allowing our minds to wonder as they wander, that is where creativity comes. May you always remember, may we always remember, based on the example our ancestors gave us, may we always remember to allow our minds to create something out of nothing. Ashe. And finally, to the seventh direction, it brings us all together, Grand Central Station. I'm so used to being careful here because I usually have a mic on. Now I'm talking in my headsets, but I can say it with my chest today. That seventh direction is the heart. It is the Grand Central Station where everything comes together. May your heart, in the tradition of Ma'at, always be as light as the feather. Ashe. In this moment, we're going to ask that you type a name in the chat or call a name aloud at home that you'd like to recognize as we recognize the ancestors communally who have a special place in all of our hearts. And we want to call their names and pour water for them. The first name that I want to call is to the transitioned but absolutely great Brother Richard Smallwood. Ashe. Brother Richard Smallwood, whose celebration of life is online. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, get a chance to watch it later and hear the testimonies and hear the stories of how this man listened to the calling that was within his heart And that led him to create music that will last centuries upon centuries upon centuries. What a wonderful gift to be able to live in and on purpose. Ashe. To the energy of Dr. Gladys West, who transitioned at 95 years old. Ashe. Dr. Gladys West, if you haven't looked her up yet, 95-year-old beautiful sister, one of the pioneers in GPS technology, applied Einsteinian relativistic calculations to GPS coordinates as a mathematician, and made it so that we can now keep up in real time when we're driving down the street with where we are from satellites in the sky. Dr. Gladys West, y'all, better be looking up these sisters. They're bad. 95 wonderful years, Ashe. And of course, to the spirit of Brother Alex Preddy, 37 years old. I saw the breaking news yesterday. Many of us have seen the gruesome video of the Minneapolis Veterans Administration nurse who was an activist and a kind-hearted person who was at a protest, protecting a woman from the federal agents that were there. They restrained him, pistol whipped him, shot him in the back, and now the entire world is paying attention on a whole new level. So we speak that your spirit has safe passage, that the family has comfort, and that this transition is not in vain, that it sparks something in this world that will remind us that we stand for the good, and that the good will always prevail through circumstance. If we don't activate, if you don't activate, if we don't build, if we don't expand, then that transition is in vain. So use it as a clarion call to wrap your arms around each other, to stand up, and to be who you're supposed to be in this world, and to build the beloved community. Ashe. For these next few pours of water, call out the names that you'd like to remember as we conclude our pouring of libations. Ashe. And finally, for the children in the world, in the womb, and yet unborn, we say together, Ashe, Ashe, Asheo, and we hold it. It is done, and so it is. I want to welcome our first time visitors today. Again, my name is Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr at Infinity Fellowship. They call me Rev Jeff, and it almost rhymes, but it's just enough for you to remember my name and for me to get to know you and remember yours. So, as we welcome you to the Infinity Fellowship, we'd like to put up a slide for you to scan a QR code, put something in the chat for you to click on as well. And this will allow us an opportunity to say hello in a formal sense. And when we say this in a formal sense, it's a beautiful opportunity for us to welcome you and to send you a card just to say, hey, how you doing? We're checking in with you, letting you know that we're thinking about you, and we'll keep that up during this welcome moment right now because I want you to have time to actually scan it so that you can see what Infinity Fellowship is all about. We are indeed an interspiritual community. What does that mean? That means that there are many of you out there who have found your own spiritual path. You didn't find it in a traditional space. You may have asked questions and been ostracized. You may have decided that you like to read various people's scriptures. You decided that you like to practice yoga or you like meditation, and that was somehow demonized or misunderstood. So you had to walk on your own. You don't have to walk on your own anymore. Infinity is a community full of people who are in like spiritual vibration. And if you've been looking for a place like Infinity, guess what? You found it. So, guess what? This is what we do. We scan the QR code and we say hello. That's what we do. I'll send you a note just to say, welcome. It was good to see you. And then hopefully we'll see you on our first Sunday gatherings. Our first Sunday gatherings take place on the first Sunday of every month. And we have a wonderful opportunity to sing, to gather, to listen to the voices of infinity, and to connect directly with you. This is the beauty. I'll minimize that window so that you can still have that QR code on the screen, but I get to let you know in this moment that I see the real you. I get to say that I see who you are, what, where, when, and why you are. And this is a beautiful moment for us. When we're in person, we hold our hands up to each other and we say our visitors welcome. For right now, I'm pleased to hold it down and say thank you for being here today. If you're a first time visitor, go ahead and say hello in the chat. Let us know that this is your first time. And I guarantee you, everybody who is here, who's been here at least one time before, is going to say hello to you and let you know that on this cold, wintry day, you are not alone. We see you for who you are. You're not just a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience, but you are a spirit who is navigating the human experience just like the rest of us. We like to let you know this by giving you our 5 W's. So take a deep breath, let it go, and imagine that there are people around the world saying this with me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You're a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know if no one else will that you're not alone. I'm with you. We're all with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, my friend. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing, so we're going to help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Ashteo. And we say good morning to you, y'all. Yeah, I won't be able to sing good morning with y'all today because my mic is going to be behind. But the words are good morning to you. Good morning to you. All you got to do is say it. So in the chat, let's go ahead and light it up and say good morning. Come on. Hey, one thing that you're grateful for, y'all. Oh, I wish I could time it, y'all, to say good morning. I wonder if I'm off beat. I can't tell. If I am, I'm dancing to my own beat. Good morning to you, y'all. Come on, say good morning. What you got? Hey, what's kind of cool is I also get an opportunity to say good morning to you because I can see a little bit. I can see a little bit on the monitor. Actually, I can see what they say a wee bit. The Irish would say a wee bit on the monitor. So, good morning, Christy. Family in North Carolina is safe from the storm. We can put you up on the screen too as well. All we're going to do is click on and put you on the screen. Good morning, Angie from Murfreesboro. Grateful for the meditative power of raindrops. Om, and so it is. Yes. Brother Tyrell Lindsley saying good morning. Grateful Sita, North Carolina. Grateful to have an ever expanding heart. Good morning, Iris. We got you in the house today. Trisha, grateful for all my friends and family today and every day. And as you scroll down and pick out some places there, Kai, to put on, some people to put on the screen, Michelle Mayberry, I see you. I see all of the energy that is coming in. Y'all, we are doing doggone Yoga Sunday, and we're doing it together and we're making it happen. So glad to see you on. We'll continue to put you up on the screen. We'll continue to share all the good things that are happening in the world. And we're so grateful that you're generating this attitude of gratitude. That said, it is now time for our period of tithes and offerings. This is the time when we get to pour back in to the community that provides us with our spiritual nourishment. And as you see on the screen, it is time put into the atmosphere, into the universe. It is something that we do as a part of our spiritual practice. It is a wonderful moment for us to join together in community. And let me say this, y'all, there's nothing that beats brick and mortar. Fortunately, the heat is still on at Infinity Fellowship over on the other side of town. We couldn't get there, but we have the technology that allowed us the gift of continuing to meet together virtually. That's a blessing to have both a virtual space and a brick and mortar space. We don't take that lightly. We know that it's not just a duty that we take to get things done because it's the right and orderly thing to do. We also take it as a blessing. Oh, how wonderful it is to have a community that is there for you when it's time for us to move into community service, when it's time for us to activate in support of our fellow man, we get the opportunity to do that because we put our resources, our energy, our heart, our money into those kind of works. And if you heard that, all of those things are synonymous. See, money is not something to be feared. It's not something to be coveted. It's not something to fall in love with. It's simply energy. That's how we express ourselves in this time and age. And so I'm so grateful that Infinity has become a community that is a community of people who are givers because we like to see the fruit in our lives. We love to see what we can do when we put our resources together. As the African proverb that I'm fond of quoting says, when the spider webs unite, they can subdue the lion. So it's time for our offering. It's time for our giving. It's time for us to say that everything is good. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal. You can also give via mail to 641 West Nocturne Drive. And we give in a powerful way by doing two things. Number one, we say an offertory affirmation. This is an affirmation that ignites our giving and centers us around the law of attraction. That states simply that you don't get in life what you want, you only get what you are. So we are in this abundant and giving vibration. We know that all our needs are met. And if you're here watching me, listening to me, your senses are working, and that in itself is a gift and a blessing. So as we prepare to do that, the next thing we'll do is play a song for you. It's called Everything is Good. And if you're brand new, imagine an entire chorus of people around the world singing it. I'm not going to try to sing it because I'm going to be out of sync and it will be distracting. But I'll sing it for you now so that when you hear it, you'll know how it sounds. It goes, everything is good, everything is good, everything is good, Everything is good and I got it. I got it. Oh, I've got it good. That's how it's going to sound, okay? So know that all you got to do is say everything is good. I got it. I got it good as you are giving. So as you are getting your devices, I have pulled a locked in the house moment of realizing that I can't get my device because this is my device. Captain Obvious here at your service. But definitely, as soon as I get a break from this, I will be grabbing my device as well to join us in giving collectively. But we're going to put up today's offering affirmation. We're going to take a deep breath and we're going to say that affirmation together. Inhale and exhale. Let's release it with power. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess. You have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken. And so it is. Let us give at this time, y'all. As we say everything is good, we'll put the slide up for you so that you know our various methods of giving. We appreciate you. Let us give at this time. Ashe. That was great. Did you hear yourself singing? Were we all together on that? Were we all on one accord? I think we were. I hope we were. I'm sure we were. But as we are in this place today, as we are giving, we want to say thank you for this opportunity to be a part of your community and to be the point of focus for what we do at Infinity Fellowship. Yes, you did not see magic. You saw Lady Kanitha Carr. She's here. She's on the mats with us, y'all. And so we're going to start our practice in just a minute. If you have moved to your mat, we're ready for you. If you have not moved to your mat, then by all means, get ready to move to your mat after today's meditation. You can make your way to your mat right now. And then I'm going to bring and invite some people into the room from all over the country. We've got people who are practicing with us, and they have graciously joined this practice today of Infinity Fellowship. So if you need a model, we got models. I'll give you modifications for everything that we need, including whether you're in a chair or on a sofa. Yoga is for everybody. Do not be bothered. Do not be intimidated. We're going to make this adjustment in a minute. But before we do, we want you to turn your attention to today's meditation. Today's meditation is on the slide now, that is on your screen. And we want you to see this energy here and to absorb this energy. Comes from a great friend, a great uh, journeyer on this journey called life, who has made since the transition into life after life. But he is still remaining a strong spirit, force that is with us at Infinity Fellowship. In his Spirit Healing Medicine Bag book, Lee Richard McCormick writes, cyclical time reflects our internal cycle, which balances the flow of our life energy, taking us through periods of activity and times of rest. Doing uses energy. When we overdo, our life force runs low, leaving little or none for healing. Healing is about being, what we know as downtime. Being recharges our battery. It is important to cultivate practices that help us maintain a balance between doing and being. Inhale and exhale. Let us move to our mats, prepare our hearts and minds for today's practice, Yoga Sunday. Going to make this little adjustment so that we can see Lady Kanitha, that beautiful mat that she's got down there, and I'm going to make my adjustment too. I need a little more height on this. Shout out! I'm going to bring some people into the room. I'm going to populate the entire screen first so that you can see everybody. Let's just go on to the everybody view so that we can just see everybody coming to their mats from around the world for Infinity Fellowship. They've all got everything muted, so you can't really hear them per se right now, which is beautiful, but you can see them. We got young people practicing. We've got people from all over the place. So everyone that's coming into the room, you'll start to see them briefly up on the screen. I can see 1, 2, 3 so far. Yes, look at all of the people. Y'all wave to the world. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. We appreciate y'all and thank y'all for joining us and thank you for being a part. And as we move, we'll be moving to our various screens at different times throughout the practice. Sometimes I'll be on the main screen, sometimes somebody else will, but we are all here practicing together. So there we are. We got more views. Oh man, we've got, I'm looking, I'm seeing Texas, I'm seeing Missouri, I'm seeing Wisconsin, I'm seeing Georgia, I'm seeing two sides of Georgia. I'm seeing Nashville. Oh my goodness. Y'all, Yoga Sunday, we are here in the place. Let's get started because today is about warming our bodies up. It's about a little bit of flow. Flow is vinyasa. That's that energy here. That's that love energy that we want to stimulate. So the first thing I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to take a seat. If you're not already seated, grab a seated position. And what we're going to do is just work on regulating our breath together. All right. So inhale and exhale. And if you're sitting in a chair, it's just as simple. You're just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly. From a place of stillness, we'll bring in a tiny bit of atmospheric sound for us. Some of you already have atmospheric sound because you're hearing the ice tinkle on the glass. You hear the rain. moving through the gutters and in the earth. It's great. Just enjoy this gift of stillness right now as we begin to activate the energy that is in our solar plexus by inhaling deeply and expanding the belly and the navel, exhaling and flattening that belly, moving the navel toward the spine. Inhale, expand the belly. Don't be afraid, nobody's around. Make that belly as big as you can. That means you got a great big old breath down there. Exhale, flatten it all the way. On the inhale, lean slight forward, lift that chin up toward the sky, arch that back, move those shoulders backwards. Exhale, round that back. This is a seated cat-cow. Inhale, lift that chest, bring the shoulder blades together, move slightly forward. Exhale, round that back, bring the shoulders down, chin to the chest. Inhale, expanding. Exhaling, contracting. Everything good?
Yeah, I went out a little bit.
Inhale. And exhale. We want you to continue to breathe just like that in your seated position. Seated cat-cow, okay? Inhale. Exhale. While we're doing this, I want you to focus your energy on moving only as quickly or only as slowly as your breath allows. So that means when you begin the inhale, that is when you begin the movement. When you're completely full, you have reached the highest expression of the pose. In this case, that cow position. When you exhale, slowly, you're completely empty when the stomach is flat, when the shoulders are rounded, and the chin is to the chest. Communicate with your breath as it's moving into your body. Slowly moving, synchronizing the body with the breathing. This is how we activate this energy of prana, breath, this energy of chi, this energy of ashe. Come to the neutral position. And from the neutral position, we're going to do something similar. We're just going to take an inhale, move your body in a circle forward to the left and to the right. On the exhale, exhale to the back. Inhale, move forward in the circle. Exhale back into that cat position. Inhale, expand the chest into the circle, lift the chin. Exhale, release it. Inhale, expand the chest to the circle. Exhale. Now I want you to do this slowly because it's easy to fall into a rhythm and just, hey, rock it out now. You know, we want to do that. You know, it's easy to cabbage patch that joint. But I want you to really just focus on slow inhales and exhales. And again, find yourself at the beginning point of the circle completely out of breath. And allow yourself to feel the fluid on your spine being released, especially in your lower back. The energy is moving from your thoracic spine just below your shoulder blades. You might feel it loosen or pop. That's all right. As long as you don't feel any pain, yoga is not pain. On the exhale, when you round the back, you stretch that lower back, that lumbar spine. One more round of breath like that. And then reverse directions. Inhale, that circle to the opposite direction. Exhale to the back. Inhale that opposite direction. Exhale to the back. And if you feel it, you got the rhythm, you can move those shoulders a little bit too. You can go ahead and put it in there. I'm not the pastor that pop locks, but sometimes I get a little rhythm in there too. It's all good because yoga's fun today. We want your body to feel loose. One more good round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Come to a still position in the center. From the still position, we want you to shake your hands out. Make circles. Outward. Circles inward. Right hand forward, fingers up. Reach forward, pull those fingers back slightly as you press forward. Swap hands, left hand forward. Grab those fingers and just press forward and pull back. Yeah, I see you. Look at Talia, little kids out there. Taylor, Talia in there. Look at that plant room. I love y'all. Y'all looking good out there, family. Good. Shake them out now. And however you'd like, if you step forward or if you lean forward, come to an all fours position. From the all fours position, make sure that you are stable. Everything we do today is about stabilizing as well. From this active, stable position, check to make sure that your wrists are directly under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your thighs. Take a few cat-cows there. Lift that chin. Inhale, drop that belly toward the floor. Exhale, round that back. You're in the chair with us today doing chair yoga. Same thing. Just maintain a few more cat-cows. Breath is going to give you life. It's going to give you energy. It's going to give you strength. Final round of breath. Looking just ahead of the mat. Lifting up those feet off the mat. Tucking those balls of your feet into your mat with your toes facing forward. Take a deep breath. And then just lift yourself off the mat and press back into downward facing dog. In the chair with us, simply raise those arms, lean forward. Because if you know, if I put my hands on the back of the chair, especially if I'm getting up, for my folks who practice with chair yoga, it's beautiful. All I'm doing is leaning straight back. See that same pyramid line. Flat back. And downward facing dog. Everybody's looking good. Take 2 deep breaths in downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look between your hands, step, joint, jump or float forward. Inhale, bring it up halfway. Exhale into a forward fold. Feel the release in the lower part of your back. If you need a block, get a block. You can stand on it. If you need to stretch deeper, you can hold the block to raise the floor up closer to you. But just allow yourself to hang there gently as we awaken the body. Before I encourage you to get perfectly still, I want you to just raise the calf up alternately. Bend the knee. You ever see cats digging in to go to sleep? They're clawing, spread those toes, claw into the mat, activate those hamstrings at the back of your legs, activate those calves, or what they call the second heart. Awaken the calves because it increases the blood flow. Looking good, y'all. Feeling good. And now find a place of stillness for the forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Take a little deeper. On an inhale, move all the way to standing. Reach toward the ceiling. For those advanced yogis, you want to take a back bend here, you can. Hands at prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do 3 guttural sounds of the universe, the original sound of the universe. We're going to do it together. It's going to say, Om. It's going to be like that. That's what we're going to do. And it's going to encompass our entire breath. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, Om. Om. Inhale. Exhale, Om. Inhale. Exhale, Om. And an inhale and exhale here. On the exhale, release the hands to the side. Check in on mountain pose. We want to make sure that you are indeed a mountain. The strongest structure in the history of the world is the mountain. If you want to test this theory, the next time you're doing landscaping, or the next time you are moving some dirt or some gravel, simply pour it out the back of the truck or dump it on the ground. And what you're going to see is what the ancient people saw, that the pyramid, like the mountain, is the strongest structure. The dirt, the sand, the rocks will naturally form into a pyramid, stronger at the base. So let's check your base. Feet together or slightly apart, aligned with the hips. You have 4 parts of the foot on the inside. You have the inside ball, the outside ball, the inside heel, and the outside heel. Lift your toes up toward the ceiling and spread them, and focus on contacting the floor with those 4 parts of the foot, driving them down. Beautiful mountain poses from around the country. When you're sure that they are down, hang with us, power. Hang with us, power. When you're sure that they are down, spread those toes, lock those feet into the mat, and then feel the energy in the lower part of your body. And without moving your feet, I want you to turn those thighs inward, activating every part of your lower body, from the skin to the muscle to the bone. Turn it in. Now lift that navel up and toward the spine. Roll those shoulders back and down and release the hands to the ground, feeling that perfect posture. You are ready to go. A few deep breaths in mountain pose. We are at peace. We live as strong as the mountain. At any time, not feeling energized, when you're not feeling sure of yourself, go somewhere to a corner, to a closet, hit the mountain pose so that the breath can enter your body, so that your posture can say that I am ready. And then you walk in the room and you conquer. You walk in the room confident. You walk in the room, show them who you are. You walk in the room and say, get ready, because here I come. On the exhale, go ahead and shake your body a little bit. We're going to warm our bodies up by giving it some activation. What I want you to do is, I was going to say beat yourself up, but I want to say love on yourself. Form little tiny fists and just begin to tap yourself all over your body. You can tap yourself with a light fist or with a cup of the hand, but I want you to just tap yourself everywhere you can on your body. Don't be afraid. Those who are here on the screen with us, they have consciously And we're lovingly giving ourselves or giving themselves as demonstrations. I feel like I hear an ovation of people everywhere you are. Don't be afraid. They're sharing themselves, so you at home, if you're not on screen, you can be as silly as you want to. But get your blood flow going. Tap your thighs. Tap your sides. Back and shoulders. You want to activate who you are, hit the back of those calves, those quads. Good. Find yourself some space. Lady Kanika has space. Don't hit your hand on that ceiling. And I want you to just slowly, right arm, make an arm circle. Every morning when we get up, today's practice is about giving you something that you could do every single morning to start your body moving. Before you get into meditation, before you walk into the world, get out of bed and just do something like this. Hit a few cat-cows, hit a few deep breaths, then get up and love on yourself with your fists. Other side. Looking for that good stuff. Y'all remember that song? Dun, 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 dun. Tighten up on that backstroke. This will help you if you learn to swim, that backstroke too. All right, good. Opposite arm going forward. Ah, yeah, it's looking great. Feeling good. Reminded me of my favorite cereal over on this end, Snap, Crackle, Pop. I'm like, hey, give me some almond milk. Left side. Ah, yeah. Remember how to breathe. We're breathing the entire time. Make sure you're not going, and constricting the breath. If you're in the chair with us, again, same thing. Now, let's go alternate hands forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Hands to the side. Both arms up to the left. Exhale. Down. To the right. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. To the right. Exhale down. Let's speed it up. Come on. Your own pace. Blow it out. I'm tempted to sing one of those work songs, you know. Would Alabama join the hood state? But I'm silly like that. So, okay, shake it on out. We're there. All right, we're starting to now feel the warmth in our body. That's what vinyasa is already. To make sure that we're extra warm, I'm going to ask you to just lift that right leg off the floor. If you're sitting in the chair, just lift that right knee a little bit higher. See if you can get a 90-degree angle. Now, I used to be in the aristocrat of band, so all that I suffered through and learned from in band camp makes it so that whenever I point a knee up, I can't help but to slightly go beyond 90 degrees because they would make you stand like that, you know, for 30 minutes and go inside and come back out. And if you dropped it, you're going to have to run laps. We're not doing that today. But lift that leg, try to get a 90 degree, and then drop it to the ground. Shift the weight to the right side, lift that left leg. And if you're in the chair, same thing. Just lift the foot off the floor. And release it. We're getting our balance and we're building our practice. Lift that right leg. Man, y'all got some exceptional balance out there. I might have to put some instruments in y'all's hands. Hands drop it, do the left leg. And then drop it to the ground. Good. Take the hands, interlock the fingers behind the head. Good. And what we're going to do is very slowly, we're going to bring that left elbow into that lifted right leg. And then we're going to alternate. So, cross, slowly, cross. With a slight, slow twist. Exhale. Exhale. Crossing the body and turning. Again, to the degree to which you can. Some people, your elbows are going to touch because you have it like that. Other people, no. And if you're in the chair, you can do it the same way, or you can simply release your hands. Move with your elbows. We're looking good. We've got 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Come back to mountain pose. Bring yourself to the front of your mat. Now that our body is beginning to warm, we're going to breathe, and what we're going to do is we're going to sit in a modified chair pose. So I want us to practice this. Chair pose without the arms. If you're in the chair, you're already in the pose, so congratulations. So we're going to place our feet together, and remember, we're going to square our feet with our hips, and we're going to make sure that we are rooted, that our roots are going through the floor into the ground, wherever we are. And we're simply going to squat. Place your hands on your knees if you like. On an exhale, we're going to slowly stand. Inhale, lower down. Some of you can go all the way to the ground. I love it. Some of you just might go a couple of inches. That's good. Focus on keeping the chest up and then rise again. Inhale slowly. For my folks in the chair, you're going to be adding the arms to this. And we're going to add the arms too. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, come back up. Continue to do this on your own, in your own pace. 4 more rounds. Lady Kanitha has already moved us forward. So here's what we're going to do. We want this to be as slow as possible. I know some of y'all are like, hold on, Red, wait a minute. No, we want it slow as possible. We're going to do it slow, but what you're going to feel is this generation of heat energy. What we're going to do is as we squat, we're going to raise our hands about shoulder distance slowly. Then press them back down as we come back to standing. Inhale, hands going forward, matching the shoulders like we match when we are in all fours, tabletop. Exhale, bringing them right back down, resting on our thighs. As slow as you can. We've stacked the same principles, y'all. Which means what? Means that we don't move until we begin the breath. So we begin the breath, and that begins the squat into chair. We begin the exhale, and that begins the release. As slowly as possible, we're putting prana, ashe energy into your bodies. Your body will feel a little tricked because you says, this is so easy. But in a couple of breaths, you're going to start to feel the heat generating in your body. Simple movements bring about amazing results. All the way. Then exhale. Don't run out of breath before you do it. Continue at your own pace. Pausing gently on both the squat into the chair and pausing gently at the end position. Focusing that energy on really bringing the breath down into the belly. And now listening to your body. Listening to your body as it talks to you. As you're listening to your body, see where your strength comes from. What happens when you add the glutes now? When you push with your buttocks to get back up. What happens when you push with your thighs to get back up? All of this comes together. One more round of breath. Continue to breathe just like that. I'm not frozen, am I? Okay, good. Just want to make sure you can still see me. Good. One more round of breath. I know, right? We're feeling that heat a little bit, aren't we, Lady Kanisha? Then we come back up. You have the benefit of the squats as well. Let's come to the front of the mat, y'all. We're going to do just a little bit of vinyasa flow. And then we're going to move to the floor and secure ourselves and our energy so that we can be wrapped in Yoga Sunday. We're going to inhale. Reach toward the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale with a slight knee bend up to the ceiling. Looking back in between up the hands and the sky. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the side. This is generating heat in our body, y'all. This is lighting us up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the side. Continue to breathe just like this. Inhale, reaching up. Good job, Lady Kanisha. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, reaching up. We do this in the chair, same energy. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, reach up and step that left foot back. Exhale, come back to hands in the heart center. Inhale, reach that left foot back. My chair folks, just keep doing the same pattern with the arms. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, step the left foot back. If you can, make your lunge even deeper. Exhale, come back to the center. Opposite side. Inhale, take the right foot back. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, step the right foot back. Look up between the hands. We're forming the foundation of Warrior One. Exhale. Come to the front. Inhale, step it wider if you can, all the way back. Exhale, step to the front. Opposite side. Inhale, step that left foot back. Reach up and hold. Inhale and exhale. Check in with your body. Make sure that that right knee is directly over that right ankle. And that left foot is stepped back as you're reaching up. A few good deep breaths in Warrior One. Big inhale, reach those hands toward the back of the room. Exhale, turn slightly to the left to open the body. Drop that front hand forward. Reach that left hand back. Chest opening to the left side. That's Warrior Two. Making sure the arms are even, that you feel as if you're being pulled forward with your right and pulled back with your left. That opens the chest, and you're gazing out over the middle finger on your front hand. Big inhale. And exhale. Let's move it together. Inhale, bring the arms back to Warrior One. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, step that right foot back. And hold Warrior One on the right side. Check in to make sure that that knee is directly over that ankle. And if you need more support, shorten your stance. If you don't feel you're getting enough, lengthen that stance. You're holding. Fabuloso, as the cleaning people say. Big inhale, look up between the hands, send those arms toward the back near the ears, and an exhale, lower those hands down into Warrior Two, looking out over the left hand, reaching back with the right, forming a perfect straight line, opening the chest, feeling good. Warrior Two on the opposite side. We're doing great, y'all. You see, flow yoga is great, but when you do the Iyengar style, you're focusing more on holding the pose. There's power in holding the pose. That's why we did a lot of movement early, so that we could mix in the concept of vinyasa, which is flow, with the concept of stillness, which is Iyengar. Big inhale and an exhale. Inhale, turn to the front, warrior one. Exhale, back to heart center. Let's do just that sequence. Inhale, reach back to the left foot, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, back to warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Y'all are good. Take your time. People in the chair, you're doing the arm movements and twisting as well. It's helping you. Inhale, step back with the right foot, warrior one. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, back to warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left side. Inhale, step the left foot back. You're doing great, y'all. Exhale, warrior two. And watch this. Hold it there. Turn that palm of the front hand upward. Take that left hand down to that left thigh and reach back. Look up toward the sky, reverse warrior. And hold that position. Breathing and looking for that line that comes all the way from your front leg, all the way up to the front, straight up to the sky, looking up, following and tracing the fingertips there. Still with that knee bent. If you need to, shorten the stance. Big inhale. Exhale, drop back into warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Other side. You love it, y'all. We're doing it. Inhale, step that right foot back. Warrior one. Exhale, drop those arms, warrior two. Inhale. Release back. That right hand traces down that right thigh. Into reverse warrior. Just hold that for a few breaths. We want to get that feeling. That warrior, reverse warrior, is now getting its due. And then we're going to put all three of these together. And then we're going to move to the floor. Y'all are doing great. Focusing on that alignment, on that energy. If you need strength, activate that back leg by lifting the kneecap up toward the hips. That is making your quad come alive. Big inhale, lean back a little bit more. Exhale down into warrior two. Inhale up into warrior one. Exhale, hands at heart center. Shall we put it all together? Yes, we shall. Inhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to heart center. Step forward. Opposite side. Inhale, step back with the right foot. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale to heart center. One more time, y'all. We're syncing up beautifully. Inhale, step the left foot back. Reach up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands at heart center, palms pressed together. Other side, last time. Inhale, step foot back. Exhale, warrior two. Looking forward. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, step to the front. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, release to heart center. Inhale, breathe up with a slight bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Make it yours. Inhale, breathe up. Listen carefully. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Seated people, do my chair pose. Do my chair in and out. Do my cat-cows in and out during this sequence. Exhale, lower yourself to the floor for a bit of vinyasa, push-up position. Inhale, come forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck those toes, press back into downward facing dog. All familiar.
Start the same.
Inhale, a big exhale, step the right foot forward, left foot to match. Inhale, left halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step that left foot back, then the right foot to match. Lower plank or push-up position. If you'd like to get a few push-ups in, you can always do that here to strengthen your practice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale into child's pose. Move those knees toward the outer edges of the mat. Rest on the top of your feet with your two big toes touching. We're going to rest for a few breaths in child's pose. And we're going to do this breathing in through our hands with the energy traveling up our arms and down the sides of our spines into our hips. How about that for breathing? Let's see that light. That yellow light moving into our bodies in a position of rest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Continuing to breathe just like this. Your body is thanking you now for moving it through what you moved it through, and it's a beautiful thing. Take a deep inhale. On an exhale, come to all fours. And then move yourself around to a seated position on the mat. If you'd like a pillow, get a pillow. Plenty of pillows somewhere. You can sit on the pillow. You can sit on a block. Whatever's going to be comfortable for you. If you can, sit on the floor. We're going to extend our feet forward. We're going to take, for the sake of digestion, because many of us are stuck in the house, so we're going to be grubbing, eating all kind of stuff. It's going to be beautiful. We want to make sure that we cleanse ourselves this morning to get started. After the practice, I want y'all to take a lot of water. Drink some water. Send it through your system. If you need a break, take a break and get some water. But we're going to just take bend our right knee, cross it over our left leg. If you're in the chair, you can just cross your legs. It's that simple. If you want the added benefit, then I want you to lift up, roll yourself onto that left buttock, and bring that left heel into the right buttock. So you cross just like this. Beautiful. And although you're tempted to just have a conversation right here, we're actually going to do some work. So we're going to lift up, breathe in, and we're going to turn to the left and place that right elbow on the inside of that left knee. And we're going to simply twist. Simply and slowly, no pain, reaching that left hand behind us. And if you're able to, look back over that left shoulder. Yoga is about resistance and counter resistance. So I remind you that as you are twisting, you are lifting up the chest. You're still lifting the navel in toward the spine like we did in mountain pose. And what you're doing is you're providing resistance with your right leg against your elbow as you are providing counter resistance with your elbow to your knee. So your entire body is now activated and it makes you sit a little taller. Breathe a little deeper.
flushing those kidneys and lower intestines. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's see if we can hold those for a few more breaths. If you're in the chair, straighten the arm, place it on the cross leg, and just turn. Take your left hand and put it on the edge of the chair. Yoga is for everybody, y'all. And you receive the same benefit. On an inhale, turn slowly back to the center. And then we're going to exhale and try the opposite side. The twist is going to be different. Modifications include elbow to the outside of that right knee, forearm with the arms straightened and the hands open, and the right arm reaching behind. A few more breaths here. And in case you hear a slight grinding sound, that is not my intestines screaming, family. That is the adventurer outside who decided to try to come up this hill and his wheels are spinning. Sometimes you're trying to go up a hill and your wheels are spinning. I say to you what I would say to him. Keep trying, brother. Keep trying. Inhale, bring your hands up to the center. And on an exhale, untangle your legs. Good. Shake those thighs a little bit. And let's reverse sides. So that means that we'll cross with the left leg. We'll take the right foot and bring that up under the left buttock. Or in the chair, cross our legs, left over right. That was a pretty large sound, and I think a tree branch has just tumbled down somewhere. So we shall check on that after Yoga Sunday, and I'm thankful that we're only 2 poses away.
My Lord.
Let's start with the side that we were on. Reach up and turn to the right.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Any variation that is comfortable for you. I'm grateful to look out the window and see the power lines iced, but yet still working because we are all still here together. So I'm grateful for it. Modifying to make sure that you're getting the best. If you feel comfortable there, try cheating your hand, your back hand in more towards your body. It makes you sit up straighter and gives you a deeper twist. Good. On an inhale, reach up. On the exhale, turn to the opposite side. And in yoga, you'll note that your body might do something different on the opposite side. It's just natural. It's just normal. It's just the way we're built. Don't judge yourself from it, and don't keep yourself from getting the benefit that your body gets from regular movement. Two more deep breaths here. And exhale to come out of the pose. Make sure that you're in the middle of the mat. We're just going to do a few bridge exercises. So that means we're going to lie back on the mat all the way. If you have a block that you'd like to use, you can get that, but you probably won't need it because we won't be resting in bridge. But we're going to bring our heels toward our buttocks. Place our hands to the side as we're able. On an inhale, we're going to lift our hips off the mat. Press them toward the ceiling. Lift up toward the ceiling. Lift up toward the ceiling. Pressing those feet into the mat, keeping the chin tucked. Do not look from left to right. We do not want to affect the spine in a negative way. We're simply lifting up and holding, inhaling and exhaling. Deep breathing. This slight inversion to keep the head below the heart recirculates the blood Lower on an exhale toward the mat, but just hold it 2 inches from the mat. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, slowly lower it down. You can either rest on the mat or just hold 2 inches above. That's going to give you some ab work as well. On an inhale, come up. Exhale, lower it down. Moving only as slow as the breath, like in the beginning. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up, slower. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up, really engaging those glutes, those quads, those hamstrings. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale up. Hold it there for 2 breaths. Lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Now bring your knees together, keeping your feet together as well, and your ankles together. You can do that. Lady Kanita's going ahead and get a little happy baby pose. I got you. Drop the feet to the floor, bring them closer to your buttocks. Bring your heels to your buttocks. Good. And then drop your knees toward the outer edges of the mat. We're just going to open up those hips and release any remaining stress in Supta Baddha Konasana, which is reclined copter pose. So allow those knees to drop toward the outer edges of the mat, keeping the feet together with the heels close to your buttocks. Place a hand on the chest, hand on the heart, and begin to breathe. We'll bring in a little atmospheric sound for you. Breathing in and out. Just a few more breaths here. Then we'll be in a position to relax ourselves into the final pose. So if you got incense or candles or anything that you like to set, I'll give you just a moment to get that in order. If you're in the chair, of course, you can place your feet together, your heels together, and open your hips by allowing your knees to go toward the outside of the chair, like this. Still got reclined copper pose. So for those of you who are with us who've been doing that, I love it. And now simply and slowly extend those legs. Bring those arms to the side. You're now in Shavasana. You have made it toward the end of the pose. We're going to bring the music up just a hair and give you just a few moments to sit in Shavasana. This is the closing pose of today's sequence. It is the corpse pose. You are 180 degrees. When you get up from here, you'll be 90 degrees on a living perpendicular, on the square, as they say. But for now, just enjoy your body. Congratulating you for making it through the end of the practice and for loving on it as it lives with you. Shavasana. Take your lights down if you'd like, whatever. Just relax and ease in. We're now feeling that energy of completeness. We want you to wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes, come on back into this plane of existence. Your body now, circulation is going, feeling is going. Go ahead and roll on over to one side. Bring those knees to the chest and just sit in the fetal position for a moment. You need a block, Lady Kanisha?
My body's not.
Lady Kanisha said her body feels so good. She said her body feels so good. In urban colloquialism, it means that's what the word sore translates as. It means my body feels good. Great. So let's continue that inhale and that exhale. And recognize as you are in the fetal position that as we came into this world, the reason why we cry is because we were disturbed from this peaceful, physical position that placed us between the worlds, between the natural and the supernatural, between heaven and earth. So when the water broke, we came into this world trying to express to people not only our purpose, that we should be left alone to go back. So we spend much of our journey trying to get back to this space of peace, when in reality it always exists for us. The fetal position reminds us that we are safe in the arms of God, that we are cradled with the love of our ancestors, and that we are surrounded by community in a way that makes us know that we do not have to go alone, but we go together. We go together prepared. We go together in love. We go together in joyful participation. We go together in healing. And as we heal ourselves, we give permission to others to do the same. We feel this energy and we hear this message as we begin to say to the world, get ready, because here I come. As we reemerge into the day that awaits us. Deep inhale. On an exhale, gently press yourself up to a seated position. Slowly, as easily as you can. And in the seated position, cross the legs if you're able to. In the chair, of course, your regular seat. Place the hands at heart center. Consciously resting the thumb in the center of your chest. Pressing the fingertips together, the palms together. Connecting with the divine circuit of Anahata, the heart chakra. Experiencing the cleansing, the purity, and the alignment that today's service has brought to us all. Breathing in thanksgiving. Exhaling in gratitude and expectation. Proclaiming the good that we are. Made in the image and likeness of the ultimate good, God. And so it is as we sit in this feeling. I give thanks to God. I give thanks to the ancestors, to the universe for you showing up today at Infinity, practicing with us. I say today that the divine in me ultimately always recognizes the divine in you. In Sanskrit, we say, Namaste. Namaste. And I bow to you as we bow to each other. Y'all, Yoga Sunday. Yoga Sunday in a day and an era where We are encouraged, yes, to do, but most importantly, to be. Today, we're going to be the change. This week, we're going to be the change. We're going to stop being afraid. We're going to stop being fearful. We're going to release that into the ether. And we're going to embrace the strength that we demonstrated by moving our bodies in unison today. This is the time that we are called upon to be the good that we'd like to see in the world. So I thank you for joining us today as we get ourselves back together. I want us to do a few things. I want you to say hello to somebody in the chat. I want you to speak a blessing to somebody in the chat as we are headed out of service today. And I want to give gratitude for each and every one of you that joined us. If we're in Nashville, if you're here, it is almost 12 o'clock. At 12:30 in the band app, I'm going to initiate a call just so that we can check on each other. So if you're in the band app and you're here, just look for a call at about 12:30. We'll just take about 10 or 15 minutes and just go round robin to see if there's anything we can do for anyone, even if it's just encouragement. For those of you who have had the power outages, the heating outages, all of that, everything is working in your favor. If there's anything Infinity can do for you, you reach out, you let us know, and we're going to circle up as a community in love. Also, next Sunday is, weather permitting, first Sunday, so we will be at 641 West Nocturne Drive. So if you visited before, we invite you to come back and join us again. First Sunday is always a great big old deal. We'll be kicking off a whole new season, a whole new series. And in between, y'all call us if y'all need anything. I'm so grateful to be a part of a community that is moving, that is growing. If you are a first timer, don't forget to fill out that form. I'd love to connect with you and see you in the future. Welcome to Infinity, y'all. Welcome home. Get us a shot, Kai, of everybody that's on there. Put us all on the screen so everybody can just wave. And I can say to y'all, thank you for everything that y'all put into today, for sharing your lovely homes, your lovely experiences with all of us. Y'all there waving and saying goodbye. With that, we're going to close us out. We ask that all heads be bowed, all hearts be open. Divine Source, we give thanks that we've had a wonderful Yoga Sunday today. Thank you for a community that thinks that it is foundational that we embrace this body temple, this earth suit, and take care of it. We speak that something has been shared today that has made someone stronger and better. That we go forth with the love and the covering that we need to be an inspirational part of a beloved community. May the love of God, the wisdom of the ancestors, the infinite and abundant power of the universe rest, rule, rock, and abide with you, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Let us all say together, Amen.
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 Hotep.
Hotep.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And so it is. That's the end of Infinity Fellowship, but the opening of a new level of your life. If you're on with me now, we're in the room. Stay on for a couple minutes afterwards. I can say hello to you. For everyone else, this has been Reverend Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff. And on behalf of Lady Kanitha, and on behalf of Kai and Kamaria, who ran tech inside the dining room at the house, giving thanks that the lights are still on.
Yes.
We are saying that we wish you well. I love you. That's a fact you cannot change. Peace, blessings, and power. I'll see you soon. Peace.